hash price. That is obviously, it was already mentioned in the previous article that is affecting Bitcoin mining stocks. And this is resulting in Microsoft reportedly cutting plans to invest in data centers in the US and Europe, driving cryptocurrency miner stock to tumble. So this is interesting. Bitcoin mining stocks are down after tech giant Microsoft reportedly scrapped plans to invest in new artificial intelligence data centers in the US and Europe, citing a potential oversupply, according to a report by Bloomberg and data from Google Finance. Look, I was right. How right am I all the time? I swear to God. Just before this, what did I say? I said they don't get that there's way too much demand. And that's what Microsoft is seeing. That's what they're saying right here. Essentially, there's an oversupply of GPUs available for AI. We don't need to build more. And what that means for all of the crypto miners that were looking at diversifying into AI is that it's not going to match with their power purchase agreements, and it's not going to be sufficient enough. It's just not. And that's why you're seeing the specific ones. This is obviously going to affect the ones that are trying to move into AI, which, I talked about this before, like Foundry had mentioned at Consensus that it wasn't a good idea. It looks like they're right. Now, I don't think Marathon Digital was moving into AI. I know Riot was, Bitfarms, right, Hut 8, yes. And they dropped between 4 and 12%. Is it a direct cause? Maybe not. The stock price retrenchment highlights the cryptocurrency miners' increased independence on business from artificial intelligence models, or dependence on those, after the Bitcoin network's April 2024 halving cut into mining revenues. According to benchmark stocks analyst Mark Palmer, investors already anticipated Microsoft data center cuts. In his view, the share price pullback appears to be driven more by stagnation in the price of Bitcoin than any other factor. I would agree. Especially if you're trying to throw in like ones that I have heard specifically say they weren't moving into AI. Right. But the original premise of like Microsoft is not building more AI because there's an oversupply. We already kind of knew that, right? Miners are diversifying into AI data centers. I just don't believe this. I don't believe there's like one or two. There's like Hut 8, Hive. That's it, right? Really not that many moving into AI. I guess it says that Core Scientific pledged 200 megawatts of hardware capacity to support CoreWeave's artificial intelligence workloads. So Core Scientific also, but isn't Core Scientific already struggling again? Like everyone that's invested into AI is struggling, huh? Yeah, Bit Digital down 34%. Maybe not as much. Core Scientific, they say, is up, but there's a lot of weird shit going on with Core Scientifics and the way they restructured. Yeah, look at this. Hive Digital is the other one I mentioned, down 38%. And then Hut 8 down 14%. On March 26th, analysts at TD Cowen said Microsoft had abandoned plans to build several new data centers that would have generated some 2 gigawatts of power, according to Bloomberg. The analysts reportedly attributed Microsoft's pullback to a perceived oversupply of computing capacity for AI models, as well as the tech giant's decision to forego some planned collaborations with ChatGPT maker OpenAI. In the past 6 months, Microsoft has canceled various data center leases and delayed plans to onboard more capacity, according to Bloomberg. Microsoft's data center investments are expected to slow further in the second half of 2025 as the company finishes $80 billion in planned build-outs and pivots to outfitting existing centers with hardware and equipment, Bloomberg said. CleanSpark is pure BTC, wants nothing to do with AI. So if we let's look at that. CleanSpark, up 1.2% year to date. I know Marathon Digital, or not Marathon Digital, Foundry, but I don't see Foundry listed here. What is Foundry a part of? Marathon Digital is down though, and they had no plan, so they're down 35%. But Marathon Digital is probably down because of kaspa. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Don't get mad. I hope you enjoyed this clip from the Crypto Mining Show. If you would like to see more from this particular episode, take a look up here. Don't forget to also subscribe to the channel. And if you want to support me directly, you can go to sonofatech.locals.com and become a member. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next Tuesday.